Hello, dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna, live from Albir, just a couple of kilometers from Benidorm. You see that the storm is already kicking in. We are in the yellow alert right now, but we still came to the beach to let you know all the latest news update. So click a like, comment down below, share these videos to see what is going on in our Costa Blanca region. First of all, let's start with a little tourism update. As you all know, we are starting tomorrow, the 1st of March. Tomorrow is going to be the 1st of March already. It's calendar spring, and it means that many of the hotels that have been closed for part of January and February months will be opening up back again in the month of March to start slowly but surely the brand new summer season 2025. However, with this type of weather, probably it's not going to be an easy start for many people. There are quite a lot of people in the region. I know a lot of you guys are arriving this upcoming week or the next week here on holidays. So hopefully the weather will be not as bad as everyone are saying it will be. As you can see by our hair, quite a strong winds today on the beach. We will talk about the weather update towards the end of this video to let you actually know what is going on right now live in our region. Is it going to be very bad or not? What you can expect, and if it's going to be raining the whole entire week. So stay tuned up until the end. Meanwhile, we were supposed to celebrate Carnival in Benidorm town and a lot of other surrounding regions right now this weekend, tomorrow in the evening. However, due to these weather alerts, we are in yellow alert actually right now and will be for the next upcoming days, which means that the carnival has been suspended. It's not going to be happening this weekend, but the following weekend, the 8th of March, the International Women's Day, that's when it's going to be celebrated in the evening at 9 p.m. in Benidorm on the main streets as it usually is. And the children's carnival will be on the same Saturday in the morning time. But this weekend, we need to stay safe. Just in case, people seem to have learned the mistakes they've done in the past, especially the government. There's going to be all the other activities available. Nothing's closed. All the excursions, boat trips probably will be suspended throughout this weekend. So bear that in mind, because as you can see, the sea is not calm and quiet at all. But you can still enjoy the beach line. You can go for a walk into the natural parks, unless it's heavily raining. That's not recommended then. You can visit all the surrounding villages, explore some nice restaurants, cafeterias, travel around the area. There's still plenty of things to do, or go to a lovely spa or for some nice massage. That's always an option on a rainy day here in Benidorm town. Or why not go to the shopping mall La Marina, situated slightly outside of Benidorm. But you can get a bus number 12 to comfortably get here from the city. Let's continue with the second news, and it is about the first ever air taxi that was tried yesterday here in town on the Poniente Beach. You could have seen it. Here I'm going to insert a few images of how it was actually happening, and even a short video published in the local newspaper. This was the first ever flight of aerial taxi, which is non-tripulated one, which means that no one is actually sitting there and operating it, not as a helicopter. Instead, it's a machine. You put coordinates. It's like a drone taxi, and it has two seating areas on the inside. It was flying in between the skyscrapers of Benidorm and by the Poniente Beach. This will be, if approved, the first ever, one of the first urban areas in the world in having these types of aerial taxis. There were also 12 big drones flying around, and basically the aim is for the whole European Union to prepare these types of maps, virtual models of a city. And this reminds me of some movies where you've had like cars flying around the buildings, but in the air. I'm going to try and put some picture here on the screen so you would know what I exactly mean. But this looks kind of similar, an aerial map, like roads inside of the air, routes to go with your car, with a drone, with an aerial taxi, whatever it is. This sounds really interesting. Obviously not for the nearest future, but these things are real and they're being tried right now. So That would be nice and slightly less traffic if it would have partially on the road traffic and partially inside of the air. And if it's 100% electric, then it doesn't emit any kind of CO2 as it is. This type of taxi, drone taxi, weighs around 600 kilograms and it's for up to two people. 30 to 40 minutes of autonomy, around 35 kilometers. So for short distances, relatively, but still a nice idea to have something like this in Benidorm town. And we have a lot of skyscrapers, so we definitely have a lot of possible probable helicopter drone taxi landing points that we could establish. The third and last news for today, before we speed up to the weather forecast in Costa Blanca, Benidorm town, is about a final date on when finally the Rincon de Loix Health Center will be open. As you all know, Rincon de Loix is a popular area not only for living but for holidays too. And a lot of people come here with European Union insurance, like social health system cards that are valid here in Spain in case you travel and you have an emergency to be attended in a public hospital or public health center in emergency department. But before, we've had a very, very small Rincon de Loix Health Center that barely cut it for all those people who are in need in this area. And yes, you've had private hospitals, but it's either pay or if you have a good insurance, still you would need to pay an excess fee to be able to access this insurance during your holidays. Unless you have an excess waiver fee. We actually explain all of this, by the way, in our specific video about insurance in case something happens, like an emergency on your holidays. And you can find it right here somewhere popping up on the screen. You can access it directly now or slightly later, and you will be informed about everything, what to do in case you have an emergency in Benidorm town. But basically, this brand new health center that you can see here on the screen is right next to the private hospital Ahmed Levante, right next to the Luxmar apartments, next to the football field, and very close to the Sundays and Wednesdays market in Benidorm town. So it's been built for quite a while now, and it still was not over. They've stopped the work for some time, but now we officially have the end date and the opening date, which will be September, probably this year, 2025, so immediately after the summer period. It's going to be a huge health center with better emergency department, a bigger one, probably. There's going to be more specialists. There should be an x-ray inside, which before you did not have. There will be physiotherapists, there will be doctors, pediatricians, etc. And it's just going to be way, way better and more efficient for locals, but also for tourists who have a European Union insurance, like a public insurance cards, European Union system, national health system cards to be attended while they are on holidays free of charge, which is a big step for Benidorm. It's evolving nonstop, it's changing nonstop, and everything that is for the better is more than welcome in our region. And now, let me show you what is actually going on. You can see part of it already right behind us. This is what's going on right now. Here on this side, we have more or less blue sky, so we would think, oh, it's just a windy day, but you can see the palm trees. And then you can hear the sound, the waves. The sea is not calm today overall. And the clouds are coming from the Mediterranean Sea towards this area, not the other way around. And from that side where Calpe is and North Spain is. Look at this. It's all coming from there. Very, very unpleasant to be outside. Very strong wind. Yellow alert these upcoming days. And during these days, it will be cloudy. It will start raining from tomorrow, probably, maybe even today's night. And the rain might continue up until Wednesday to Thursday. So it's a really, really long time, almost a week of rain. Hopefully we're wrong, but in case it is true, grab umbrellas and alternative plans, massages, shopping days, spa sessions, lovely places to eat or drink, because you will need an alternative plan. Temperatures by tomorrow will go down to 14 degrees only, and the rest of the days they will recover though, but only up until around 17 to 18 degrees, not more than that. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in a new video.